amnesty. And what I did not mean by legalization was amnesty. And sometimes I think that's a code word for amnesty. If it was, I didn't know it.
Okay.
So I am not for amnesty. What I am for is securing the border. And I will tell you firsthand, Jack, when I spent that day at the border, we have not secured the border of the United States. Those two Border Patrol agents they said, listen, we do the very best we can with not nearly the resources that we need, whether it's technology. I watched the second fence being completed, basically right near the ocean there. We haven't given them technology. They've only had the right number of Border Patrol agents for the last couple of years. So there's a lot more work that has to be done. And frankly, we have to call on the federal government to do that. There's been a lot of chatter. Would you send the National Guard to the border? Would you, I think Steve said, I'll send the Orange County Republicans to the border. Okay, the fact is, if we secure our border, but Arizona does not helpful.
So what were you referring to when path to legalization? What was your?
So I think
what were you trying to say?
What I was trying to say is we need to have a guest worker program that allows people to be here temporarily, pay taxes, and be monitored by law enforcement. And doesn't mean they get to stay. But I would like to bring out of the shadows to pay taxes to actually bear some of the cost of illegal immigrants. So anyway, secure the border. Build an economic fence, and you've heard me talk about this. I mean, this is where we have to hold employers accountable for hiring documented workers. And today, it's really hard. If you're a small business, the E-Verify system doesn't work very well. We're going to have to amp up that E-Verify system so that you, as a small business person, can know, is that person documented or not, and then we're going to have to hold them accountable. So first time, it's a fine. Second time, it's suspension of a business license and a fine. And the third time, we're going to have to shut down the businesses. And then last is the elimination of sanctuary cities.
So you're expecting Poizner to use this issue as some kind of wedge? Or?
I don't know. I mean, Steve has changed his mind on many, many issues. Immigration is just one of them. And, we can talk more about that if you'd like. But the fact is, when he ran for the assembly in 2004 in a largely Democrat district, he had a very different tune on a whole host of issues. I mean, we could go through them right now. I mean, immigration was one. And actually, just a few weeks ago, he said to, or I guess maybe last week, La Opinion, I'm actually for providing benefits to people of, illegal immigrants as long as it's in accordance with federal law. And of course, federal law requires that we educate the K through 12 kids.
On elimination of sanctuary cities.